This ain't gonna stay in, I don't think.
All right, guys. Why I feel like I'm too big to be up here?
Are these the same? These the same chairs? Huh?
Yes, but I feel like I'm struggling to get up here.
I don't know. Did you have some cocktails before these conversations today?
Probably needed to, but didn't.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Been laying off the cocktails a little bit. Probably just because it ain't none in the house.
Yeah, I need to take a chill and start drinking more water.
I've been drinking a lot more water. I'm trying to lose weight.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that too, but it is what it is. All right. So, we're just waiting for some of our viewers to start, but log in. But before we get started, welcome to Cocktails and Conversations. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamila.
I'm Ine Devon.
And we're waiting on Mr. Miles. But tonight we are going to talk about cheaters. Cheaters.
Really? And those who stay with cheaters. Why?
Right. Yes. We want to know why you stay with the cheaters. We want to know from the cheaters, why do you cheat? And what are the consequences when you stay with these cheaters? But before we get into it, we're going to start off with some hot topics as we wait for Mr. Miles to join us. So hot topics right now is Mr. Kevin Samuels.
R.I.P.
Do you think he's resting in peace? Because his name is just
being drugged through the mud.
It's not being drugged through the mud. It's being drugged through his platform that he sat on.
Well, that's true.
If it was a muddy platform, he should probably slide on through. It shouldn't be much of a drag.
Yeah, he ain't here to defend himself.
I think he did a lot of defending himself while he was here. I don't want to speak ill of the deceased. However, I used to watch Kevin Samuels and I used to appreciate his content, but I just felt like it was very negative. I felt like it was very negative.
It was. It really was very negative, and it really made you think about, for someone that had been married multiple times, your outlook on women. It's like, where did you pick your women from that all the other women are not coming from? You see, you know what I'm saying? So, but hey,
I read somewhere that we already know that the tongue is powerful. A lot of people say that you reap what you sow. And he spoke a lot of negativity. A lot of people, in my opinion, and like I said, with this show, we are not licensed professionals, but we do speak from our experience and our point of view. And my point of view, I feel like, when he first started out, I could really appreciate his content. But then he became negative, and I felt like he was attacking men. And I think that once the men started addressing how he was attacking men, he started attacking the women. And although some of the stuff that he said, it was real stuff. Like, yeah, I feel him, like what he was saying was true, but it was the way that he said some of the things and how he said what he said. It was just ugly and not nice at all. And I didn't appreciate how I feel like he filtered through the calls of the women that called in. I don't think that he always allowed women who had something going for themselves that wasn't just looking for a man to do for them. I don't think that he allowed responsible, mature women to speak on his show. He always had like bimbos. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like I can't say, bimbos for that matter. Y'all have to excuse the little ones. I don't know what's going on with them today, but they just wanted to find their way in the camera. So if go sit down. But I feel like it's just every woman. I hate being myself. I hate being categorized.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that he tries to categorize like women in general, but you use women that were not capable or not mentally, I don't want to say stable, but
they were bimbos.
Yeah, I guess I I try not to use the same word, but hey, I guess.
Well, how do you describe it? How do you describe it? The women that he had on his show. Like, I remember one time watching one of his shows and he had a lady on there and she was straight up saying like she wanted a high value man, meaning high value. She wanted a man who had money that was going to take care of her. And she already had a man. Like, she was already married, I believe, but she still wanted her ex. And her ex didn't want her. And he told her, you need to go and get yourself straight, because she had like these psychological issues or whatever childhood trauma issues she had. And she went off and she married another guy, and the guy took care of her. He paid all her bills. He did everything that she wanted a man to do, but she didn't want him. She wanted the man that basically threw her away and told her to go get herself straight. And instead of her going to get herself straight, she must have taken like advice from Kevin Samuels. And he even told her, like, I hope your husband is watching this. I hope somebody to know your husband is watching this, because basically she was stupid. Yeah. You got a whole man that's taking care of you, but you don't want him because you want the ex-man because he makes more money. Those are the type of women that he would interview on his show, and they sound stupid. And it's like they were all black women, and he always interviewed those type of women, and it seemed like they were just the poster girls for black women, and I didn't like that.
I think I don't know where just today, I watched something where he put on there where why do only black women call themselves bosses, or like boss bitches, and and all of the different I forgot, it was a couple of different terms.
I'm sure you got some Latinos walking around calling themselves
they do now. They do now
because it's a trend. And it's just like the lingo.
There's a lot of others that do the same thing, but you just point this out. I don't know why.
I mean, it's no different than women walking around calling themselves queens and men walking around calling themselves kings. It's just a lingo. It's a fad. It's something that's popular to say right now. But if you identify yourself as a boss, then be a boss, and nobody should have a problem with that.
Reginald Johnson said he spoke the truth, but his delivery was not the best.
His delivery wasn't the best at all.
Jason said there's no better way to say what he was saying. It got to be painful to sink in.
Okay, there's no better way to tell a woman that you're going to die alone, because he would have these other women. Like I say, he was speaking some real stuff according to the women that was calling in on his show. So the women that was calling in on his show, he would always get the ones, like I said, that just didn't have good common sense. But you have some women that's so educated that have all these degrees, and they lead with that and think that that's what they bring to the table is an education, and they feel like that's enough. And he would get on them too and tell them, okay, well, since you think that your education is enough to, make a man satisfied, then you're going to die with your education. You're going to die alone with those degrees. I believe that there was a nicer way to say that.
I mean, but my thing is, at the end of the day, my problem with that is there's somebody for everybody.
It is. And somebody want a woman that come with an education.
So you can't tell somebody stuff like that. You're going to die alone. That makes no sense. I mean, and that's where the negative energy comes in from, because it's just something that shouldn't be said.
Yeah, and I think that this society that we live in now, they like that negativity. They like that negative energy. They like that drama. They want to see people fail. They want to see the downfall. They want to see women fighting and throwing stuff. Like if we was on this show cussing each other out all the time, oh baby, our ratings, we would have more than over 1,000 members in this group. Because for some reason, the world that we live in today, they want to see all that drama. Are you fixing us drinks, Mr. Miles? I'm just saying, you might as well. Whatever you concoct.
Why do I have comments and can't see them?
I don't know. Facebook was tripping today. But yeah, we'll let Mr. Miles tell us how he feel about the content. I just know, like on this platform that we're sitting on right now, we're not about that negative energy. We're not gonna talk down on anybody. No Patron. You don't have regular tequila? Well, you know what? I'm not gonna be choosy. Whatever you fix, I'm gonna just let you go on and fix it. I don't stay that far.
You want to?
She want water. Yeah, I'll take some water and a drink.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, we're gonna come back to Kevin Samuels. We're not gonna give him too much of our energy today, but we're gonna come back to Kevin Samuels once Mr. Miles joins us. But I want to talk about this rapper that's in the news for Hot Topics, Young Thug. Did you hear the story?
I heard the story.
So I went to the doctor today, and I was just they had the TV on because I don't really watch TV like that, like not the news. And they was talking about Young Thug and another thug, I guess, and another rapper, some white boy rapper. And I think they were saying something about it was like a joke, but I don't know if he was set up. But he's like, him and another dude, they're like in jail right now facing, I don't know if it was racketeering or what, but some major charges. So like they are rappers. I don't even listen to Young Thug to know what type of rapper he is. Maybe he's a gangster rapper. Gangster, yeah. So he's clearly living that life. I think they say they found like all kinds of guns in his house. So my question is, you might come from the streets, right? You from the hood. Mm-hmm. You used to having to pack your banger in the car. You used to have to fight. But then, like me and you, we get up here, we get on this platform, and y'all love us, and we go viral, and we get our own TV show, and now we making millions. So when you making millions, before you started, you was hustling, you was selling drugs, you was probably gang banging, but now you making millions. Missy Nay, are you going to continue to live that thug life now that you're on a platform that's going to provide you millions of dollars?
Absolutely not.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's just some people's way of life. I mean, I don't know. I can't say. So let me not.
So you just, is it true statement? Like you can move them out the hood, but you can't move the hood out of them? Because to me, that's what it sounds like. How do you jeopardize that?
I think to each his own. Like you know, everybody's their own individual. You know, so if somebody chooses whatever your lifestyle is, if you choose to come up out the hood and you don't want to live that hood life, then you would do it. If regardless of how much, some people, regardless of how much money they got, they are who they are. It don't make a difference.
Well, I know me. I'm gonna get rich, or I'm gonna die trying, like 50 Cent. So if y'all are watching and you had a connections on how we can get our own TV show, you want to see some beautiful women and a handsome young man sitting on this platform, and you have things that you want us to talk about, and you want to throw some millions our way, we got open arms, right?
Absolutely.
But just know we're not going to jeopardize our freedom. We're not going to jeopardize our money, because I don't want to pay no bail bond. I don't want to pay for nothing that doesn't benefit me the way that I want it to benefit me. So I just don't understand like how you finally make it and you get rich, and then you still doing stupid stuff that's causing you to jeopardize your future. I missed the topic for tonight. What is it? Hey, cousin Jackie, thank you for joining us. And tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about those people that like to cheat. And my mama told me if you cheat, you're a liar. If you lie, you'll probably steal. And if you steal, you'll probably kill. You ever heard that?
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah. So tonight we're talking about the cheaters. We want to know, why did you cheat? And if you got cheated on, why did you stay with that person? And if you didn't stay with that person, what were the consequences? You know, like what would make you go back to them after they've cheated on you? Because I believe it's a lot of trust that has to be rebuilt once someone cheats on you. So we're going to talk about all of that soon as all parties are here. But yes, thanks for asking. For anybody who didn't get a chance to see what our topic is, our topic tonight is going to be about infidelity, about cheating. Thank you. Don't I have like the perfect cousin?
Might be strong.
It might be strong. Okay, that's okay. I don't stay too far. I think King can drive me home if I get too tipsy. King, you can drive yet? Can you reach the pedal? Okay, you can reach the paddle? Okay, so if I get too tipsy, I'm gonna need you to be my designated driver, because you're not supposed to drink while you're intoxicated. Can you remember that? Did you see her face? All right, guys. Yeah, so we have all three. I'm Jamila.
Inay Divine.
And Miles.
Yes, thank you guys for joining Cocktails and Conversations. And we're going to go ahead and let Miles give us his input on Mr. Kevin Samuels and the platform that he sat on and what he thought about it.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Reginald Johnson says, but you can't deny there are a lot of women that feel they're better men, and that they need to earn so much more money so they can take it. I had one female that wanted my money, and I asked her, what does she bring to the table? Question I hate. She said to get her mind, body, and soul. How is that?
Wait. He asked her what she brings to the table, and she said mind, body, and soul.
She said, yeah, she said I get her mind, body, and soul.
Oh, she give her mind.
That's what he get. That's what she brings to the table. Is her mind, body, and soul. Okay.
He said, how is that a fair exchange? I'm assuming fair exchange that you want me to give up my hard-earned money for thrills and with an agent view.
But you know what? That thrill, a lot of men, they don't want to admit it. A lot of men will be willing to be with a woman if they really want her mind, body, and soul. And the body itself will be enough for them to be like, okay. And I don't know why men are so in denial about it. Men pay for sex all the time. All the time. But when a woman tell you she wants your money, now you got a problem with it. But you be willing to give her all your money if she give up some of that body. It is what it is. Like, I'm not being rude about it, but I'm being real. But it's okay when Kevin Samuels be rude and real. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm a woman. I know a lot about men, and a lot of men are willing to do a lot to get the body. But anyway, let's hear what Mr. Miles has to say about Mr. Kevin Samuels.
Well, I didn't really listen to the cat too much, but other when people post it, I mean, me personally, to me, I just look at him, let him do his thing. That's his opinion about everything. You know, I don't really judge. That's how he feel about it. You know, I don't look at it and see it that way. But at the same time, you got to be careful about what you're putting out. You know what I'm saying? Or what you're saying. And, you know, sometimes I just feel like some of the stuff he's saying, I just feel like he got issues with some things he probably dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's probably some issues he dealt with. And so he just being still kind of bitter with it. But he feel that, you know, I say this what it is, but you can't judge nobody on how they feel. I mean, each person had it's a fact, but it's an opinion to us. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let that person have their own opinion on how they feel about what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what they feel, you can't say, oh, I mean, some of the stuff he say is cool, but I think some of the stuff he just get overhand with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just he gotta be more careful about what he's saying and putting out there.
Well, guess what? He ain't got to be careful about nothing no more.
He flatline.
I saw a TikTok, and you know what? Some of y'all going straight to hell with these TikToks, and it's very distasteful, you know, because at the end of the day, somebody loved Kevin Samuels. He was somebody's father. I heard that, you know, he had a child, and I heard he was behind on child support too. Mm-hmm. But in the video that I had watched, somebody had did like a I don't know what you call it, but you know how they can manipulate the videos to make it seem like they interviewing you. Did you see that one? And they was interviewing him, and they was asking him something, and he had said something about the woman being a certain weight, and he said she's bigger than a linebacker. And I think he said she was gonna again be by herself because she was bigger than a linebacker. So in his opinion, he felt like if you was over 200 something pounds, then you're not desirable. Like, you're not going to be a high quality woman if you are built a certain way or look a certain way. So who's putting the value on the woman and how high value she is?
There's some pretty big women out here, but each own. Everybody got their own.
It is to each his own, because the big women in Houston, they get love. When I tell you, like, it's big girl season. So I don't even know, like, why his little skinny self feel that he has the right to sit there and label a woman as high value or high quality by the shape or her body.
You don't even know what the one he messed with look like.
Yes, Jackie, we heard that he passed away. That's why we talking about him. But we just want to make the record straight that we're not going to sit up here on our platform and tear anybody down. All right. Did you hear about the young thug?
Yeah. We talk about it be wild. I mean, each his own too with that, you know, that situation. You got to make that choice on you gonna be in the street or you gonna be out. You got to figure it out. When you decide you start making legit money, now you starting to jeopardize if you got a family. I mean, if you got kids, you got to realize what side of the table, what side of the fence you want to be on. Can't saddle the fence. You gonna be on the street side or you gonna be on the legit side.
Yep.
But then, you know, there's always ways you do stuff too. You got to be smart about the situation. If you're gonna be reckless, like far as like you say that he used to rent a car, he rent a car that somebody used. So now that's putting you in a situation. Even if you didn't know nothing about it, but you rent that car, they gonna want to know who it is that you didn't rent that car. So you're gonna stay quiet for some stuff, let somebody get you jammed up on that you don't know about, or you know about it, and you just trying to play like, I don't know who I let borrow the car. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna be straight up. If you put me in a situation that I know for a fact that I don't know nothing about, I ain't going down.
I'm not taking that rap either, especially if I didn't know about it.
Yeah, like don't put me in no cross like that. If I give you something, let you use my, don't go do something that I don't know nothing about. Man.
Yeah, that's kind of like that one movie, was it Barbershop, when the boy let his cousin or somebody use his truck and they went to go steal the ATM machine and they didn't tell him, and he ended up getting arrested because they did the crime in his truck.
Yeah, he don't know nothing about it.
You got to know your people. I think that's what that comes from. You got to know the company that you keep. And if you hanging with thugs and they doing thug stuff 9 times out of 10, you're going to get caught up in it.
Well, a lot of time, man, when you blow up as an artist, you start getting big, you start getting a lot more people, you start hanging around on BED. So you don't get a lot of stunt dummies. I call them dump trucks. Everybody want to prove a point to say, just say, hey, I'm with this person, I roll with this person, be on stage. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to do just to be down and show, prove a point. I'd rather just got me a small crew. If you want to be on that side of the field, then you got to keep them jokers quiet. Like nobody need to know. They don't even know how y'all affiliate, communicate. Like if that's what you want to do, you don't need to be nowhere in the scene dealing with nothing being touched. Like you got to be smart about it all the way around. You can do it, but just
be smart about it.
Yeah, don't know where the heck I'm gonna be. I pay somebody to do everything for you. You know what I'm saying? So
I just say just live legit. So with that being said, let's get into our topic for tonight. Cheating. First,
what is the definition of cheating?
Yeah. Okay.
What do you consider cheating?
I don't know what they say.
Are you asking me?
What Google say?
Google it right quick on your phone.
Oh, geez.
See what Google won't say.
All right. So the question is, what is your definition of cheating? I'll go first.
Go for it.
My definition of cheating is doing anything that you would not do in front of your significant other. And that means if you can't text somebody while your man's sitting right next to you looking at your phone, you're cheating. If you're doing anything that you know that your man or your woman is going to be offended by, it's cheating. So having an inappropriate conversation with somebody, like a sexual conversation, leading somebody on, I think that's cheating. Having sex with somebody, that's cheating. And I hear people say all the time, oh, it ain't cheating if you're eating, or it ain't cheating if you don't get caught. No, that's a lie. It's still cheating if you're eating. It's still cheating if you don't get caught. Because,
I consider you ain't cheating if you ain't married.
Well, if you are in an exclusive, committed relationship with somebody and you're telling them that they are the only one, and then you go sleep with somebody else, or you go have a relationship, whether it's mental or physical, with somebody else, I think that's cheating. That's my definition.
So the dictionary says an act of dishonesty or unfair in order to gain an advantage, especially in a game or an examination, or being sexually unfaithful.
And sexually unfaithful means sexual things. Like if you touching somebody private, that's cheating. If you licking on somebody private, that's cheating. If you having intercourse with somebody, that's cheating.
And there's 2 times you said the same thing?
No. I said touching, licking, and intercourse. Those are all cheating.
You don't feel licking the same as intercourse?
Licking and intercourse are 2 different sexual acts, but it's still cheating.
I want you licking on my damn face. I don't know that.
If my man lick on her face, that's cheating.
I mean, I'm saying I won't want nobody to lick on my face.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm just saying like, that's cheating. That's cheating.
They give me the headshots and whatnot.
Missy Nay, your turn. You agree with Google?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Google just give you a gist of it. I mean, at any point, if you're entertaining anybody outside of the relationship that you committed to, and any level.
So, what about the pictures, sending the unsolicited pictures? That they be talking about. Is that cheating?
Yeah. I mean, who soliciting pictures?
So, if your dude sent a picture, like to me, one of them pictures, but I didn't ask for it, do you consider he cheating on you if he do that?
I feel like he's making it. I don't want to say mine, but I feel like a guy that does that is attempting to. They're on that route.
So what would your well, we'll get into the consequences later. Okay, so go ahead. Finish with your cheating.
I mean, that's what anything that if again, like you said, if you can't do it in my face, then don't do it behind my back.
Okay.
And that is what it is, because other than that, I mean, we're supposed to be together, committed 100 with each other. Then we should be able to do, say, show, present it all.
Mm-hmm. Somebody over here, who's that? Cake Code Indigo, that's Kay. She says a lot of people believe cheating is not physical or it's just physical.
No, it's not.
Miles, do you feel like cheating is only physical? Can you emotionally cheat on somebody?
I mean, I don't know. Y'all just come and say I feel like that ain't cheating. Just
You're
come and
such
say.
a man.
You know what I'm saying? You just come and say like,
yes, entertainment. If you're entertaining somebody else, then yes,
it's gonna lead to something.
Especially if it's on that level.
It all depends on. I mean, I don't know what the conversation is.
Okay, so if y'all having phone sex, is that considered cheating?
Yes.
Well, forget all the phone sex.
Miles, if your woman is on the phone with another dude and they talking about sexual stuff, would you consider that cheating? Would you feel some kind of way about her? Would you accept that? Would you be like, okay, well, they just talking, they ain't did nothing, so I ain't worried.
I ain't gonna say I accept it because see, if you phone sexing, y'all already sexing.
So is that a form of cheating to you?
To me, yes, it's gonna be a form of cheating. But my thing is this here. That's y'all opinion. I am not being committed unless I'm married.
So if you are married, let's just say, for example, you married and you pick up your wife's phone, just pick it up and if you see a text on here and she talking dirty, I mean nasty, sucky Hunter, what's her name? Talking that kind of nasty to another dude.
I don't know. My reflex might be a backhand at
so
that time.
Is that cheating?
To me, yeah. So
that means that
what I'm gonna tell
cheating is more than physical.
Yeah. So, but my point is, I'm gonna tell her straight up like this here. If that's how you want to play it, then fuck it. Don't let me know that's how we gonna do it. Then that's what it's gonna be. But what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna say we're in a full relationship unless we're married. Mm-hmm. So therefore, would I be loyal to you? I expect for you to be loyal to me. Yeah, we can be loyal, but it got to be respect with it. You know what I'm saying? We got to have respect for each other.
So are you like, what you don't know don't hurt you? So as long as you don't see it because she be respectful enough to hide it from you, it's okay because y'all not married?
Yep, we're not married. I don't know nothing about it. Respect me. When I come around, I know it's always respect with me. And if you come around, it's always respect you, then cool.
So what happens when you find out?
About what?
Like if you dating somebody and then you find out that it's somebody else.
It all depends on how I feel. If I don't care for you, it don't matter.
But you care for because you messing around.
Hold on. Now, which level? Me just mess around or married level?
Well, she's saying married. I was talking about like if y'all kicking.
If we married, then it's a whole different ball field.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I took that commitment to say, give you my last name, and then you tell me, we could have killed that from a long time ago. We could have saved all that saying I do shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, if you talking about we just hanging and we just vibing real strong with each other, and this is something we decide we gonna go ahead and go to another level. And then if I find out, then it all depends. But it just depends on, you gotta understand this here about your mate. Another thing too, you gotta know and understand the time and all this, how everything take place though. So it all depends. Like each is on for everybody. Everybody got their own way. They way of looking at things. I look at it different. Some people don't.
Okay, so we all have our definition now of what cheating is. Now, I want to know, do you forgive the cheater? Because I know a lot of times people say a lot of marriages don't work because people so quick to, leave. They don't go get marriage counseling. They don't talk about why the cheating happened. So in today's society, you have a lot of people that divorce because of cheating. But back in the day, they weren't leaving or separating or divorcing because of cheating. I personally feel like the reason why people stayed together longer because women were more dependent on their man. So they needed to stay in a relationship because that's who was providing for them. They couldn't do for themselves. So they kind of rolled with the punches because they had nothing else better.
I want to hear him first.
On what?
Because where do you go? Like
what you do? How would you? And I agree with that. You can forgive a cheater. It all depends on what type of cheating it was. That's how I look at it. If y'all was coming and say, well, y'all was talking on the phone, but y'all ain't ever have actual contact, then I can forgive you.
Okay. Levels.
Different levels. So if y'all was,
you're speaking if you're married or if
we married.
Okay, if you're married.
We married because it's rules in marriage.
Okay.
Like, God damn it, I'm gonna give you 100% of me. You give me 100% of you. You cheat on me, I'm gonna have a bad understanding. Like, I'm not gonna do nothing about it, but I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, well, I forgive you, but I gotta get even.
I know you just said something about backhanding somebody.
He just said he gotta get even though.
I gotta get even. You know what I'm saying?
So does that make the marriage better? Does that make the marriage better?
It ain't making the marriage better, but say if you feel like you did, let me get me one out. then we can call it fair. If you want to,
okay. So let me ask you this question. So in that situation, when y'all are married, that means it's supposed to be just you and her. And then when she step out, and you find out that she step out, you feel like the best solution is to give you a pass to cheat so that you could be equal cheaters?
I ain't gonna say. I might say, give me that pass and let me do what I'm doing, but I might not do it. But I'm gonna put it in your head that I might do it. Mm-hmm. So you will feel a certain way. Now you be like, dang, man. And I might even just like when you call and play like, don't answer my phone intentionally, so you can be like, now your mind wanders.
So now you're playing games.
Well, but shit, you felt like it was a game when you did what you had to do.
No, she didn't think she was gonna get caught. That's why she did it.
So once again, if you play the game, you roll the dice with me.
Okay.
So you got caught. So now, since you want to play that game, I'm gonna roll the dice and play with your mind. So now here it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I might not even do nothing.
I don't have time.
Then it all depends on what type of what y'all was doing. If I caught y'all to play somewhere together, cool, I might sweat that. But if you was goddamn getting this nigga some headshots and whatnot, or some stuff like that, or that's a no-go. You know, like whatever you did, but like hell no.
Okay, so for you, it's levels to it because I know in a lot of movies, the guys, what's the main thing they want to know? They want to know how you was with the men. Why is that important to you fellas when you find out that your woman cheated on you? What did you do this or did you do that? Like, what does it matter? She cheated.
Not even that. How about it? You know what? What
they do want to know
is to hear somebody say, "I bet that's what you did." I bet that's what you did. I know you did this. I know.
That's crazy.
Get out of here. Thinking. Oh my
God. The man, they think that hard. Usually the man asks all those questions before the woman asks those questions because the woman don't. I can't speak for all women. I can speak for myself. But I know like in every freaking movie that I have watched where the man was a cheater and got caught. I mean, I'm sorry, when the woman cheated over the man.
She got caught.
She got caught. The man want to know, how was it? Was he bigger than me? Did he hit it harder than me? Did you go down on him? Those are the main three questions a dude want to know, and that's going to determine if he gonna stay or if he gonna get even or if he gonna leave.
I ain't gonna ask all them questions because at the end of the day you did it. It don't matter because at the end of the day you did it for whatever reason you did it. If you did it more than once or twice, so you must have liked it. So therefore it is what it is. So if that's what you like it, then you go over there with that joker there.
Right, Miss Danae. Are there levels to cheating for you to be forgiving or not?
I honestly, I've been cheated on for quite a while. I stuck around for several different reasons, but now where I am now, it ain't no more. It ain't no levels to it.
No levels,
because my thing is right now I'm all if I'm all in it and you all in it. If we got to hit this in levels, you ain't in it. Regardless, like if you still entertaining BS on the phone with other dudes, then I don't have 100% of you, or you don't have 100% of me. There is no levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like if the phone conversation ain't about business, then it's that, and that's just where I am now. Because like I said, you got to realize like cheating is a mental. You have to. There has to be something mental that go on in your head to decide that I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't you don't cheat by accident. I accidentally slipped on it.
I think it's a lack somewhere come along. Somewhere somebody feel like it's a lack. Like it can be a lack of communication.
And I agree with all of that. But my thing is,
for different reasons.
if we're in a committed relationship, then our number one thing should be to resolve all our issues is communication. And I think like that's real big for me. Like my nerves would be bad if I feel like our communication is shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's major.
Yeah.
But if we lacking somewhere in our relationship and we can't talk about it, that's what causes. I think that's the number one reason why men cheat, because men feel like they can't come to their wife, significant other, whatever the case may be, and have a conversation that may be an emotional conversation. You know what I'm saying? Or something that you may be embarrassed to say or talk about. So instead of them dealing with that conversation, they have a comfortable conversation with a stranger, and then that turns into something else.
So that's
like those work affairs.
Yeah, that's why I say communication is the key to everything, though. You know
so did you guys see the video? I think it was Andre that posted it in the group today. And it was a lady and a man. They were a couple. I don't think they were married. And she came to the man and she just told him she wanted to break up with him. And the man was like, well, why do you want to break up? And she was like, I'm not happy. And he was like, so how long have you not been happy? And I think she said it was like a year. And he was like, well, tell me what's wrong. And she didn't want to talk about it because she felt like she had already told him about it. So if y'all watch that video, do you feel like she should sit down and talk to him and give him a chance? Or is it to the point where I've already tried to talk to you and you wasn't trying to hear me? Or maybe he did something at one time, made her mad. She said something and then she never said anything else. So he just brushed it. Yeah, he just didn't think it was that serious. How did y'all interpret that?
I didn't see the video, but I'm going to tell you what. When something is wrong, most women that is invested, if something is wrong, they're going to try to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Okay. And with having a conversation about it, your response is what's going to determine my next move. Mm-hmm. If you brushing me off and I'm telling you, hey, we got a problem, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step back. And then I'm going to watch you. And then I'm going to come to you again and say, especially if I know that this gap is just getting wider and wider, mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a step. Then this step gonna turn to me jumping over a ditch, and then I'm gonna be trying to figure out how to jump over bios and bridges and all that other shit, and it's just not gonna happen. Mm-hmm. You know, so we torn. And at that point, when I feel like, look, I'm looking right here, and my legs ain't that long, and I can't jump all the way over there, then you know what?
It's a wrap.
Okay, so someone on here, they want to know, is lusting cheating?
Yes. Yep.
So like you having a dream about somebody else?
Dreaming ain't lusting. You dreaming.
You just thinking about, ooh, so, you know, he look good.
Basically you lusting up for whatever's in front of you. Like if you see something and you sitting there, it's okay. It's like I say, even with like if I'm with a female and you my woman and you see a dude and he look good, and you see him, you look and cool. You know, shit, you're a woman. You supposed to look. I ain't gonna take just about you look, and be like, okay. If I said woman, I'm gonna look. But if you sitting there like just undressing this month, then you lusted.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a sin.
It is.
In marriage,
I don't know. Like I'm real big. Like if you have my attention, you have my attention. Like I might see shit and be like.
But you're a woman. I mean, of course, you're gonna respect your man. You're gonna always be with your man, but at the end of the day, you're still a woman. You're still a man.
Well, so I want to know if you say lusting is cheating. So is it cheating when your man watching porn?
No, that's still like lusting. Porn is like lusting because at the end of the day, you watch porn, but then some men feel like I'm watching porn. Why? Because I gotta satisfy myself. Because you act like you got a problem, you can't satisfy me. So I'd be like this here. You prefer me to watch porn and satisfy myself, or you want me to go out in the streets and satisfy myself?
Oh, you saying like if you have a wife and she's not satisfying you, so and I'm telling you, porn?
So before I just break out and leave on you, I'm gonna try to stick here and see if we can battle out whatever our issues is. But if you feel like because you got an attitude and you decide you don't want to, I'm mad right now, so I don't want to do nothing. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. But I'm not gonna sit there and watch too many videos.
So how long do you give her to be mad before you go to past the watching videos?
How long? You gotta get your madness over in a couple hours, a day or so. It all depends on what the situation was, which I got into it about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say because it all depends on what it is that y'all got into it about and how soon can y'all communicate.
Levels to it.
Communicate with it, get it out the way. There's different levels every day.
So I hear a lot of men cheat because for one, lack of sex, nagging.
They cheat because the woman nagging?
But yeah, they don't like to be at home or they get tired of hearing nagging and lack of sex. I want to know, how do you, I think I know we've had a conversation before about the whole, what is considered nagging, you know, how do you go to your wife or whatever and say, hey, what's the complaint? Let me rephrase the question. Why not go to your wife and say, okay, what's the real problem? Mm-hmm. You know, like, I hear you complaining about this, that, and the third. What is it really? You know, so we can figure out a way to resolve it.
They know why she nagging. If you was doing what she asked you to do the first 10 times she asked you to do it, it wouldn't be nagging. It's only nagging because she has to repeat herself, and she has to repeat herself because you're acting like a child that has to be reminded to do things that you already know to do. So if your woman doesn't have to tell you to do A, B, C, and D, then you won't have to hear her nagging. If she don't have to nag, she might give you some. Problem solved. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. So as long as you know what your wife's expectations are, she already know that you want head. She already know you want sex. You a man. That's all y'all want. No. So that's what y'all want. Y'all cheating because you ain't getting it. You ain't getting it because she mad. She mad because she got to keep nagging you to do the stuff that you already know you're supposed to do.
Well, everybody, I'm gonna be honest. In every relationship, some folks don't even like oral sex. Ain't no thing to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she just said that it was a lack of sex. I mean, yeah, so
I'm not saying that they going hand in hand. I'm saying like some men might cheat because they don't want to be at home because when they go home, their wife nagging. But she might be nagging when she get home, or when you finally get home, you might do one of those touch on the shoulder. She roll over and she be ready. Yeah. So it might not be the sex thing. It's just the fact that, you know what, I don't go home until late at night because I don't want to hear her mouth.
Yeah. You know why that's why we got to get back to it. Why? Yes. What is her mouth? Why is she complaining? Why is she unhappy? Why don't you care that she's unhappy and that's why she nagging? If you don't want to hear her nagging, get to the root cause. Because she don't want to nag. Trust me. I don't want to have to remind you over and over to do this or to do that. So if you do things without somebody having to tell you to do them, then that's less stress on both of y'all. Don't you agree?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess I ain't ever deal with no nagging. So I can't relate to it. Mm-hmm. So I can't say what's nagging. Like nagging, I don't know what that is. Nagging,
my son says that I nag.
Kids. I think like the kids nag more than anything. So before saying this is my spouse or this is my woman,
we got some nagging wives.
I mean, you probably do, but I ain't ever feel like, because if I see something to be done that I know this is my resident too, or if it's something to be done, I'm gonna get it done.
A lot of people don't act like that.
So, but if I know, like now, if you tell me, baby, don't forget, I need to take that car and get an oil change from because that light came on. Son, I got you, I remember. And then you go do something else, she tell you, baby, I need you to go change this oil, that light on. You know what I'm saying?
So if she keep asking you to change her oil and you don't change it, and then she go and get it changed herself, or she call mechanic Mike to come over and change her oil, you gonna feel some type of way when you pull up and you see mechanic Mike in the driveway changing her oil after she asked you to do it several times?
Please lie. Go for it.
What you want? Tell me. You want to know the truth or lie? Well, first of all,
gonna say he gonna do it. He gonna change the oil.
Who?
You. Like you. She ain't gonna need nobody else.
Yeah, because I'm gonna change the oil anyway. But what I'm saying is, even if I did, because if I'm so busy and I didn't, and if a dude in my driveway, I don't know, it's gonna be some issues. Shit, it's off top. It's gonna be some issues.
Like, who is this Michael?
Like,
I ain't heard of no Mike.
I don't care who you is. You should have met that nigga up under the shade tree or something. Don't like, don't come over here in my driveway. So, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit up and. I mean, it's just something simple. Now, if I'm busy and I'm telling you, I ain't got time, you might just go over there, pick and just get it done. I seen you go where I told some of them you gonna pull up, so just go over there. Like, I'm gonna keep it at a regular place that we always go to.
Right. Hold on. I need to address one of your comments. From him.
Oh, what?
Okay, so Andre, this was previously. He's responding to Miles.
What did he say?
He say, "Be respectful by hiding it." What? That's not being respectful. That's bullshit. So you was like, if y'all in a relationship but y'all not married, just be respectful. If you're gonna talk to somebody else, don't do it in front of you and you don't want to hear about it. He say that's bullshit.
Well, that's him. That's him in his feelings.
Then we have Kevin Wade that says, I ain't forgiving no cheater. I don't care what type of cheating. That's too many games, bruh. They talking to you, Miles. Then Andre say, nah, that's all a waste of time. Damn that marriage shit. I don't care what she did. It's over anyway. That's Kevin. Then we have Kay that says the trust is gone. All right.
This is what I'm talking about. Men, I'm telling you now, men and cheating, they cannot take what the hell they dish out.
But see, that's point blank. That's period. My thing. That's why I say I look at it like this here. This is how I look
Women
at
it.
This is how I feel about the whole situation. I look at it like this here. And that's just me speaking for myself. I can't speak on everybody else. Us as men, we all day will go cheat, right? All day long. We're married or with a female we've been in for years. If it was your child, mama, or whatever, we cheat, right? All that we cheat, she might know, then she might not know. We doing it all, we might be doing it forever, might not be doing this long, doing this wrong. So, but the point is, when we do, you might even not even come home one night and then tell, oh, baby, I fell asleep, I was drunk, I did. She okay, she cool. But what I'm saying is, all the stuff you doing, she's swallowing this pill on everything you're giving her. But soon as you get it, you can't swallow that pill. You be ready to, oh, I'm gone. What you ready to break for? She could have broke on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, discharge into the game. Say, man, you know what? I was wrong. I deserve.
So that's coming from a cheater. So the men that are saying, hell no, I'm assuming that they are faithful men that's not cheating. But the man that is a cheater, when he get cheated on, you saying he need to eat it up because he been cheating himself. I mean, so that's why the marriages last, because both of them cheat on each other, and then they just got to suck it up.
Got to suck it up and probably say, you know what, we're going to put that shit aside and then work out better. But the point is, for usually if you're in a marriage, if I get married, I'm not trying to do all that cheating and separating. It's goddamn to death do us part, really. You know what I'm saying? I understand everything ain't going to go as smooth or as well as you plan it, because it can be, the sex might not be the issue. The money, it could just be miscommunication on certain levels, not just necessarily you worry about my feeling. It can just be some people might don't want to develop or elevate themselves to somewhere doing something different, or you might not want to do. It's like you might be comfortable with doing this, and I'm trying to go this way, but you don't want to. Like, this is something I'm telling you all the time, but you still choose to not to want to grow, and then you're like, man, I can't keep doing something, and then you just feel like, oh, I wanted this, like I can't do it. It's too much. Like, if you ain't gonna help me, then I got to move. You know what I'm saying?
What's the number one reason? We said the number one reason is because of communication.
I think the number one reason is communication, lack of communication. And communication comes with the lack of sex. That's what brings the sex in. If communication lacking, the sex can come behind it. It ain't going to be none of that.
So when a person cheats on you, and I'm asking this to everybody that's watching, and my guest my host is right here, and my host right there. Let's say you're married, you're in a relationship. What does it take for you to forgive that person and want to stay with them after they've cheated on you and you found out they cheated on you?
Well, first of all, depending on what all y'all got tied together.
Strength.
Yeah, because
that's it.
Prayer.
So pray. You're right, strength and prayer, because other than that, you're going to be able to make it. Listen, I come from a history of strong women. And I hate to say it like that, because it's almost embarrassing. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like we said, old school women, we used to put up with a lot. So I grew up, my great grandma was married once. When her husband passed away, she didn't get married again. My great aunt, who also raised me, same thing. My grandma was married twice. Her first husband was killed. Her second husband cheated. Mm-hmm. And I'm here, cheated. He would get sick. She would nurse him back to health. He'd get out. He cheated. He get sick again. He come home. She nurse him back to health. He back in the streets. And I watched, and I sit there, and I was like, to me, I felt like that took a lot of strength.
What made her want to even nurse him back together, knowing he was a dog?
I don't know, but to me, that took a lot of strength to do. Mm-hmm. And I used that in my mind to, that created a lasting marriage. You know what I'm saying? Not even that my first, my ex-husband, he had an aunt that she never learned how to drive. She never worked. Same thing. Her husband used to go out all the time. Every day when he came home from work, he was at the juke joint. And she told me, she was like, he did this for years, out doing his thing for years, to the point where she stopped fighting him on it. She started prepping his clothes for him when he got off. She prepping his clothes so he can, hit the streets.
So she didn't have a life of her own.
She didn't have a driver's license. She didn't have a job. She had nothing.
So she was just at home depending on
She was just at home. She was a housewife. Yeah. So what she did, she said one day he stopped. His clothes was on the bed. He came, put his clothes back in the closet, sat down on the couch, watched TV with her, and never went back out again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things, when you think about it, that takes strength. Like, that takes hella strength.
Andre said that the Holy Spirit.
For sure. But so when I found out my ex-husband started cheating, I was torn. Stop. I was really, really torn, because I was like, man, can I conjure up this strength that my ancestors, had, or I say fuck it, Mm-hmm. But we had a lot of stuff going on. Like, we had kids, we had family history. We had a lot of stuff, and I dealt with it for a minute. But once I realized that me, myself, what I'm capable of, what I'm worth, wasn't worth the bullshit I was going through, I say fuck it.
Yeah.
And that was it for me. But people are different. Like some people, husbands cheating and they getting their asses beat. That's why they ain't went nowhere, because they just feel like they scared out of their mind.
Yeah,
it's different scenarios, but I mean, it's sad.
I'm not dealing with a cheater, and the only way that I can understand at my age how I could possibly forgive a man for cheating on me is like maybe I got sick and I was hospitalized and I cannot be who I was to him. Like my life has taken a tragic turn and my health is so bad to where I can't talk to you the way that we used to talk. I can't love on you the way that I used to love on you. And I can't go nowhere. I can't do nothing. Like I'm just bedridden. That's the only way that I'm probably going to be okay. And at that point, I'm still not okay with you lying and cheating. Just tell me, like, you can't have sex with me and you can't talk to me. You can't be there for me. I just want somebody just for the physical part. Right, so then maybe I might accept that.
You can read some comments.
Right, for the first one, we way behind. So Jason Singletary say, y'all, it's been a minute, y'all. Always looking beautiful. Talking to y'all.
Thank you.
Reggie, what's this here? Reggie Johnson, he say he spoke the truth, but his delivery was not.
Oh, they talking about Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, okay. There's no better way to say what he was saying. It gotta be painful in the skin.
No, I don't agree with that. You can say hurtful stuff in a nice way, and he was deliberately trying to be mean and hurtful.
Then Reggie said, "Son, he got a whole script or something. That boy got a dictionary over here." He put, but you can't deny there's a lot of women that feel they are better than men and they need to earn it. So you ready? Let me see that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, he want to be. He say, "No, I want to be married one day. Beautiful is only going to get my attention, but I need more than looks to keep my attention."
Mm-hmm.
What about pre-cheating?
Pre-cheating.
Yeah, I got that one here. That's the only one I can see. That one say, what about pre-cheating activities that might lead up to cheating? Examples: one-on-one daily lunches with a coworker of the opposite sex. Is that cheating? Yes.
If you know that coworker is trying to holler at you, then it's wrong. Like me, I'm not gonna go and have lunch with somebody that I know that like me if I'm in a relationship with somebody else, because I'm not trying to lead you on, and I'm not trying to be seen out with you for somebody to interpret that we messing around. Like I'm not gonna put myself in a situation that I'm not even sleeping with you, but I'm gonna get accused of it because how it looks. Mm-hmm. So I think you have to respect yourself in your relationship. Certain things you just should not do when you're in a relationship.
I think we all outgrow things at a certain time. At one point, it ain't like one point. Shit, it is what it is with me. It don't matter. You ain't my gal. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's what it's gonna be. But then as I get a little older, I just realized, like, you know what, man, I ain't got the energy, the time to be dealing with, because to me, I realize a lot of females got too many issues, and I ain't got the nerves and the patience to deal with their issues, man.
Well, speaking of energy, somebody in the group, they was talking about, we was talking about cheating or something. I don't remember what post. Maybe Andre, you can help me remind me about the post. But I remember the comment was to me about, like men having multiple women. I stand firm and I stand tall when I say this. The average man can't even handle one woman. So why do you think that you want more than one woman? And yes, I've been in a relationship to where I was more than enough. And if you can't even take care of me or handle or stay up here with me, what you need another woman for? Y'all men be trying to bite off more than what you can chew. One, I'm not finna forgive you if you cheat on me. If you cheat on me, it's a wrap. I'm sorry. The relationship is over. The marriage is over. And you ain't getting your ring back. I'm keeping the damn ring.
I know I got a high sex drive. So whatever woman is going to give me, you got to come on with it.
How long is your sex drive going to be high? Because these dudes in their 40s, they ain't really.
Know. My shit's still going.
I don't know. We had this conversation before that women in their 40s have a higher drive than men in their 40s.
I
Hold on. Let's see what they saying over here about the comment. It's Andre. He says, I had my ex to try marriage counseling with me, but I saw it was all a game with her. She tried lying to the counselors, but they eventually figured out she wasn't being truthful. Then she decided to stop going. I tried to keep my family together, but it was all pointless to continue dealing with her. No, that wasn't me talking about multiple women. That was someone else. Then we got Kay that says cheaters get angry when caught. Yeah, they do. Actually, when somebody accusing you of cheating and you ain't cheating, you're gonna get mad too. Yeah. So sometimes people, they try to say, oh, why you get mad if it ain't true? I'm mad because you lying on me. I don't want you saying that I did something that I didn't do. Then we have Jerice that says, this group has really opened my eyes to how unconventional my marriage is. Girl, this group should make you want to stay married, okay? Because it ain't nothing in these streets but thoughts and more thoughts and scammers. So stay married and stay with your husband who's paying all your bills, because these men out here feel like they ain't got to pay bills, and you're going to have to pay some bills. May not have to pay all of them, but you're going to have to pay some of them. All right, but y'all have something over there we need to address?
Nah.
Carl said, I guess it depends on how much the relationship is worth.
Yeah.
Barely. Don't do me.
My thing is, if your relationship means the world to you, why would you do anything to jeopardize it? And if that woman or that man don't mean the world to you, why would you even ask them to marry you if you feel like it's somebody out there that can give you more? If I'm not giving you 100%, don't ask me to marry you.
You know, sometimes go ahead with you. Sometimes when somebody step out, it makes the person open their eye and realize really
what they got.
Yeah, and sometimes I hate to say that, but sometimes it go that way and it gets better, and sometimes it don't.
I can understand that because, like, think about it. For example, in that scenario, you might have a man that's working his ass off. He going to work every day. He coming home. He playing with the kids. He helping you with the chores. He paying the bills, and you taking him for granted.
Yeah.
And then he feels neglected or lonely, and he's steady telling you, like, I miss you. You know, I need this and I need that. And you just sitting ignoring him because you on your phone or you out with your girls. You still trying to be in the streets. So I can understand why that man might feel the need to go get some attention from somewhere else. And at that point, I think that's when his wife will open her eyes and be like, dang, I got a man that's doing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I don't even give him no time because I'm too busy watching TV or in the streets with my friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't condone cheating. I don't agree with cheating. And I'm just not going to accept it. Like, if I love you and you cheat on me, that's going to break my heart.
Yeah. I mean, and it's nothing wrong with that because, you know, I just feel like everybody grow. Some people don't. Some people just going to be who they are. Mm-hmm. Some, you got females. Some females just going to be a goddamn club mascot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what I'm saying?
I have Carl.
Wait, you were going to say something else with him.
I am. Carl says humans are needy creatures. And if one person is not giving the other everything they need to stay interested, then they step out. Yeah, I got you. I understand that part. But so what I was going to say is, remember, I think a few days ago, I posted a post about the lady whose husband cheated, was in a relationship with somebody for extended period of time. He had a stroke. The lady actually take care of him. All right. So
that's the post. Okay, Andre, I'm sorry. It was Missy Native Bond who made that post. She said something about the side woman want to come over and take care of him.
Take care of him. Like,
baby,
that is not. At this point, this is what I wanted to. This is what I want a man to understand. Okay, at that point, when your wife knows that you're cheating, you're probably going to be subject to being in an open relationship without knowing.
Yeah,
because my thing is, if I know about her,
it's a wrap.
It's only one or two things are gonna happen. Either I'm on my way out the door, or I'm about to be doing the same shit you're doing.
Oh, she already got one. She got one. She been having an eye on her, been hitting on her. She just been.
Now she got a reason.
Now it is what it is. So all the time while you going out doing stuff, she just okay, no problem. You ain't worrying about it. She's going right over here with Carl.
Carl say. Oh.
I made on his.
Carl got her.
Carl say women cheat with their heart. That is such a lie.
No,
y'all have to stop thinking that, because guess what? If I want to smash, I'm gonna smash. It's not that hard.
So
men think that no. Men think that women are just so fragile and emotional.
No, I'm saying women. Look, we in 2022.
You got some women that savages. You got women that know exactly what they want. Like, men really believe that a woman cannot have sex without catching feelings, and that is a lie.
That is such a lie. Y'all have to stop thinking that stuff, because
men think that they women ain't cheating on them when they the cheaters. Like, I dated this guy who was married to this woman, and they divorced because he was, not faithful. I guarantee you any kind of money that this woman was cheating on him, but he swear up and down, she ain't never cheated on me. I got a good wife. Y'all be thinking that y'all got good wives. These women be knowing y'all cheating and they cheating back. Y'all just don't know it because like we have discovered, if a woman wants you to know that she cheating, you're going to know. But until then, you ain't going to know nothing. Keep thinking that a woman is cheating because of her heart. These men ain't out here just selling them dreams and telling them this and that. She cheating because he giving her something that you ain't giving her. And 9 times out of 10, it ain't because he telling her how pretty
and don't be out here. Don't be out here cheating with a woman that sex drive is as great as yours.
Man,
you out of there.
Man, my thing, if you're going to cheat, she got to be greater, equal or greater.
They don't never cheat for something that's equal or greater. It's always lesser.
Like, it got to be equal or greater.
It's always
lesser. On top of that, if she coming home with every time you go, she got some new stuff she done went shopping with. She probably ain't buying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She, come on, got you. Don't worry about it. I'll take you to the mall. I'm going to buy you something. And so all the time, babe, what you doing? I didn't cook your dinner. Yeah, and she didn't cook your dinner and got a back blown out too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude on the other side. But nah, it's all good. But like I say, man, each his own to everybody. Cheating come in all form, fashion, and ways. I just feel like at the end of the day, it can be forgiven. It's just different levels to it. Then it just depends on how y'all communicate. If y'all gonna be in a relationship as remain as friends with benefits, or it's gonna be a relationship remain and going into a relationship to make something happen, then y'all need to know what it is. Like if it's just gonna be friend, then I'll make that understood. Well, if it's gonna be friend relationship, I'm gonna have friends. I'm gonna go hang out with other females.
So somebody over here said that they used to be a serial cheater, and side dudes don't want to be the main dude. What do y'all think about that?
Well, it all depends on me personally.
I want to know if you're a serial cheater, like why even be in a relationship if you're going to be a serial cheater? Why not just go and be single and keep messing with everybody you want to mess with?
You're a serial cheater with who? With the person you just, because if you just mess with this person, they got together.
Serial cheater mean you just cheating. You screwing whoever you want to screw. That's what I think about it. So why is it a thrill in knowing that you got away with? Is it a thrill in knowing that you got away with cheating?
But I don't know. Some of y'all side
dudes be wanting to be the main dudes. I don't agree with that, Andre. Side dudes, they be wanting to be first place.
Well, some dudes just side dudes. Some
really
just side. Don't even know it. They just side pieces. Don't even know it. You side.
They do be wanting to be side pieces too because they don't want the responsibility. I think if you're gonna cheat and you married, you should cheat with another married person. Me personally, I know that I'm clingy and I require a lot of attention from a man. So if I'm going to be messing around with a man, I don't think that it ain't going to work for me if you got a wife, because at the end of the day, I'm going to need too much of you. Like you're going to need to come and
take care of
fix my car when it breaks down. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need to be at home when I come from brunch with my homegirls drinking. I'm going to need to call you in the middle of the night. You know, like I got stuff that's going on in my head and I might need somebody to talk to, and I need to be able to call you without texting you first. Mm-hmm. So for me, I can't be a cheater and I can't date a married man because that married man ain't going to have the time and the availability that I need. So a married man needs to be with a married woman if he want to cheat, because she ain't going to be available just like you ain't going to be available.
Well, you got some females and some dudes prefer to have a woman that have a man so she ain't got to deal with it.
It's called having an open relationship.
Yeah, she ain't got to deal with
poly, whatever. Y'all, when we didn't have this conversation before,
but why don't people be honest about wanting an open relationship? Unresolved childhood traumas. Mind you, this was 20 years ago. So yes, a lot of people do a lot more cheating when they're younger.
Yeah,
and a lot of times people don't understand why they cheat.
But I don't think it's cheating when you're young, because you're young. You probably wouldn't well, I mean, I don't know.
Well, if you was married 20 years ago and you was being a serial cheater, but you say it's not cheating if y'all not married.
It ain't cheating, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't. If we wasn't.
So you say basically, if you ain't married, you're single.
Yeah. So if he's leading with that, then he's not being in relationships with nobody. Like we're not a couple until we are married or engaged. Yeah. So are you gonna be engaged, or are you gonna just go straight from, I want you to be my wife, let's get married?
No, it'll be an engagement, but at the same time.
So is it cheating if you engage?
I mean, if you choose to engage that woman, so hopefully maybe y'all decide to start ahead and make it just be y'all two only.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like because if you choose,
engagement is official.
Yeah, if you choose to say I want to marry this woman, then I mean you choose to knock out every other female or every other dude out the way.
Okay.
So in the midst of what I'm saying, just stay single. Don't commit yourself. Just stay single. But at the same time, if it's somebody that you cut for, or you like, deal with that person. You know what I'm saying? Hang with that person. They go out, but y'all keep that respect for each other. Like I'm gonna keep it at the point where I'm gonna keep it at respect that I'm not gonna disrespect you, don't disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? And we can rock, we can roll, we can travel, we can do everything together, we can do everything you like. You know what I'm saying? Now we decide we're gonna go on ahead and tie this knot, then and I'll be like, do I want to do this with you? Then cool, I'm gonna do that with you. You know what I'm saying? But
so you don't get exclusive until you say I want you to be my wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Missy Nate Divine. We gonna wrap it up. Cheating. Do you forgive? Do you agree? Will you cheat? What you gonna do in that situation?
I'm too old. I'm too old to be cheating. And I'm like I said, I'm better with somebody. You know, and I'm not saying like I'm a different. It's just the fact I love the settled life. You know what I'm saying? Me out here trying to figure out who I'm going out with today and dodging people because I really don't want to be bothered. I don't have time for that anymore. I'm one person. They have all of my attention, and there's nobody else who I'm trying to issue attention out to. So I'm not supposed to do that. So yes, I'm faithful. I'm gonna be faithful, and that's it. All that cheating stuff, but let it be known. I'm not doing the cheating.
But you know what?
So is it levels to cheating for you?
I'm not doing no cheating, period.
You know what though? Real quick, cut you off. For a woman, if she wants to cheat, it costs you nothing. But if a dude want to cheat and mess with this woman, it's gonna cost you more. It's gonna hit your pockets more. Because if you want to go take this woman, someone you trying to impress this woman, you're gonna like, let's go out to eat, let's go. That's gonna hit your pocket. Then you might be like, I'm gonna go meet this woman more. But you know, you done ran through a whole bunch of money going on with this one male trying to do this. Like, man,
that's some bold cheating.
Like,
if you out here spending money like that,
I don't even want to deal with that. Like, even if you.
But who's going on dates not spending money? You don't spend money on
dates. What I'm saying is that's disrespect. If you're able to go out and you're married or in a committed relationship and you're able to spend your money going out with somebody else, you straight disrespectful. You don't need that relationship no way. Yeah. You out of line.
Even if you were by yourself, like. I understand you want to go meet this female, go hang out, but if you say, let's go over here and go do this tonight, let's go. Like, I don't want to have to be going, like, let's go out to eat tonight over here with you. And then, how does that? Want to do something? Let's hook up tomorrow. Like, I'm not for to do all that, trying to see, let's go out to eat with this female. Let's go out to eat with this. Like, I'm not for to put my energy into all that.
Yeah. So why do y'all think that people cheat?
Because whatever they reason for, I don't know. Everybody got their own reasons. So I can't just pinpoint and say this is why, because everybody had their own reasons for it. So as long as you know that whatever your purpose and your reason, but I just really truly think lack of communication is the key thing to it, regardless. If you feel like your man not lasting long enough in the bed, but you don't want to tell him because he feel like it's gonna hurt, then
no, you should tell him because they have medication that can help you.
But what I'm saying though,
that's
you
what's
don't tell them,
these men
you don't tell them, then you be like, I don't want to, and then or
well, because you want to pacify his feelings, then that's not being honest. And in a relationship, especially in a marriage, you shouldn't not in a marriage. I'm gonna just say in a marriage, when you marry somebody, that's somebody that you should be able to tell anything to. So if that man or that woman is not lasting long, they're not satisfying you, it's your fault if you don't tell them. Because if a man not lasting long, he can go to the doctor and they got something that can help him to last longer. So you're choosing to go cheat on him without even giving him the opportunity to try to fix himself.
And that's what you really do. If your woman got a problem with her pH balance is off down there, you need to let her know. I feel like I'm
well, 9 times out of 10, if a woman pH balance is off, it's because she messing with a dirty nasty dude. You know what I'm saying? So like he probably the reason that it's off.
So she a waste basket.
She might be a waste basket. No, I think that he the waste basket because his dirty self is coming over there throwing off her pH balance.
But there's several different reasons to
that. I'm just saying though, but I mean, if y'all
it could be like the panties she wearing, it could be the products that she's using, or it could be that her dude is dirty. Yeah. So he might not be washing it. He might got that extra skin that he ain't pulling back and putting soap around it.
But look,
you know what I'm saying? Like you have to take care of yourself.
But I'm just throwing examples out there. But shit, you made me forget what I was gonna say now. Shit, that one. I'm type person. Even if I'm type person, we gonna rock with you and I cuff you and I love you. I'm gonna tell you, if you start gaining weight, I'm gonna say, look, baby, slow down. You gaining weight. Like, I care. I'm not, it ain't hurting your feelings.
No, how about, babe, you getting thick, girl? Come on, let's go walking together.
No, baby, you gaining weight. We need to go to the gym together.
Okay, you can say that. As long as
you know what I'm saying?
You're putting yourself into the equation.
We gonna start going to the gym because I don't need you like that. Like, I want you, like, that's just like me decide to stop giving up on what I do. And then, like, but my thing is this here. In a relationship, I want you to stay the same way how you taught me. Like, because I'm gonna keep my stuff up to make sure I keep you the same way. So I'm gonna keep my appearance up, just like I expect you to do the same thing. I know we get up in age, and as you get older, it's a lot of stuff.
People also realize that once a woman goes through menopause, that her body completely there's a lot of drain. That's another thing with like cheap pH balance and all that. Yeah, people don't understand like a lot of stuff comes with bearing kids, having miscarriages, having abortions, going through menopause, having a hysterectomy. And endometriosis, it's so much different things that can change your body.
And a lot of men cheat when women go through that. And the women already got some psychological issues going on with having those hysterectomies. And that changes a woman's body a lot too. Men need to just be a little bit more passionate and understanding and easier to listen and talk to with their spouses. Now, I know we got to wrap it up, but did you guys say how you would you say you're not accepting no cheating, you're not forgiving it. You say you don't care, just keep it away from me.
No. What I'm saying is, if we married, and it depends on, it's different levels, because and it boil down, like I said, it's different levels because everything got to play in action. Like if we don't have no kids together, we just married and all that, then it might be I'm gone. But if we got kids together, we got a lot of stuff invested together, we got this going together, then and it depend on what it was. If y'all just conversating and with no sex contact ever, then I can make work with you on that because I'm willing to work if I love you. You know what I'm saying? If it's worth it. But if you done had contacts with this man, and I think at a certain time, and then you didn't told this man, our business, my business, I gotta go. Like, this man don't need to know shit about me. Like dudes got the bad even going telling other females about they in their house. Like, keep your mouth. Don't, if you gonna mess with that woman, it ain't none of her business what you got going on in your own house, because she gonna use it, especially if she getting feelings for you. She gonna want to turn around like the one that shot the dude on the news, that shot the man, because he told her they gonna be together and he loved her, and he had a wife.
Did she know he had a wife?
He had two girlfriends and a wife.
So she thought,
and one of the girlfriends found out.
He was in love with one girlfriend. That girlfriend wanted to go to the other girlfriend, tell the other girlfriend that she was gonna be the main girlfriend, that they was in love, and the girl answered the door and popped a hole in her ass.
And he had a wife.
And he had a wife.
So the second girlfriend got shot?
I don't know which number she was,
but it was the girlfriend that got shot. So she was okay with him having a wife, but not a girlfriend.
No, I don't know. I don't think they knew he had a wife.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying.
How do you be in a relationship and fall in love with somebody and not know? She never been to.
That's another topic for another day.
Okay, another topic. All right. So you did your closing. Did you do your closing? Is my closing?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, cheating is doing anything that you feel like you cannot do in front of your spouse. So sexting is cheating. Having sex with somebody or any kind of sexual act with somebody is cheating. So if you know that you want to be in a relationship with somebody else, or if you know that you require more than one person, like one man or one woman is not enough for you, I think that you should just be honest and tell that person that you want to be in an open relationship. It's some people out here that are okay with an open relationship. But if you are my man and you're watching, I just want you to know that if you cheat on me, it's over. It's a wrap. We ain't going to work it out. I'm not going to forgive you. It's over. But that's my take. Thank you guys for joining Cocktails and Conversations. We'll see you next Wednesday around 8:00.
See you. You hit the button.